Come on, police, get down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
I ain't touched no more boys.
This is rape.
I ain't touched no more boys. I ain't touched him. Them little boys at my house, they were playing bingo. I ain't touched nobody. The house number home.
Go ahead and go.
I ain't touched nobody.
This is Angela Brown with ATV reporting live from the back of the parking lot of Chuck E. Cheese with Bishop Eddie Atwater, who has just been released from Fulton County Jail after a sentence of 90 days. How are you doing today, Bishop?
Hey, how you doing?
Bishop Atwater, tell me about your experiences in jail.
My experiences in jail were they were quite amazing. Shout out to Lil Pete. Lil Pete is doing 90 consecutive life sentences for writing bad checks. He wrote bad checks to cases. He wrote bad checks to the Boys and Girls Club, which I knew about that and stuff. So I met a lot of interesting people. You know, while I was locked up, I ran into a couple of Aryans and Klansmen while I was in jail, and I became acquainted with their ways. So, you know, everything turned out to be all right for me while I was locked up. I didn't say it was a great experience, but it kind of humbled me while I was there.
Besides this little Pete, have you spoken with anyone else in your congregation?
Yes, I have. I spoke with Sister Louise Jackson. Sister Louise Jackson.
Sister Louise, go get the key to the back to the car.
Sister Louise Jackson. She died of a shark bite, and Sister Louise was 176. I also spoke to Sister Bam Bam Morris. Sister Bam Bam Morris. She died of a overdose of vitamins. After speaking with her,
Take your time, Bishop. Take your time.
I know. She was my inspiration in church. You know, she was on the motherboard. Sister Louise Jackson helped me with the little slumber parties for the boys at the house in the back on the trampoline. She was just such an inspiration to me. Other than that, I spoke to the junior varsity golf team of the church, and I spoke to the little boys that's in the dance ministry. But other than that, I hadn't really spoken to anybody else.
I heard you got sick in jail. Explain that, please.
Well, when I was in jail, I came down with a condition called Tourette's. And when I developed Tourette's, it kind of shook my nerves while I was locked up in there. I started having nightmares, couldn't sleep. While I was locked up, I went 46 days without sleeping. Shit, I just woke up. Excuse me. It's kind of amazing, and the laughter is picking up now, but I went 46 days without sleeping.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw a lot of BET.
Must have been a very troubling time for you,
It was.
Your time, please, Bishop.
It was troubling. You know, it was sometimes I ran into people, and they...
Do you need some water from the producer?
No, I don't need no water. I'm tired of water.
Can we get some water over here, please?
I'll be fine. Bring me a little coffee juice, some juice in a little cup. That's what I'm just drinking, a little sippy cup. But I made it through. You know, I made it through the situation, and thank God for pulling me through that.
Well said, Bishop. Well said. Have you talked to any of your accusers?
Thought this was one of the questions you weren't supposed to ask.
It's on my note sheet. I have to ask you, Bishop.
Well, I talked to one of my accusers last week. He was in a Boy Scout meeting. I spoke with him. My other accuser was at football practice. My other accuser works third shift at Pizza Hut. And the other accuser, I spoke with him one day after his track meet. He had won the state track meet. He won the hurdles. So I've spoken to all four of them about the stuff that they supposedly said about their pastor.
Now, Bishop, one of your supposed accusers actually said, quote, "I remember the way he smelled. Do you think you smell sexy?"
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, you know, I do have a little brood. You know, I do wear a little brood and put it on every now and then. I wear blunt spray. I have some blunt spray that I put on sometimes, just in case my balls are, maybe a little smelly. I do remember when it was a time where I remember taking them on a trip. We went on a field trip. To Tip Top in Rockmart. And I do remember telling them how they smelled like just a bucket of KFC, It was I didn't think it was nothing wrong with it,
Yeah. Some people love that greasy smell, Bishop.
Yeah, it was greasy. Chicken was good, too. Ooh, girl, hallelujah. I should have won.
Now, exactly how many accusers were there? Bishop, it's on my note sheet.
I don't get... Last time I checked, supposedly it was 4 accusers. And,
Bishop, what are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing, Bishop?
Ooh.
That looks like a syringe.
Oh, I'm diabetic.
Okay, just making sure there. I didn't want to have to alert one of the producers.
Yeah, you're right. But, supposedly at one time, it was 25 accusers. All
25?
Yeah, they played football at Georgia School for the Deaf. They said I accused them. They couldn't hear it.
So they accused you using American Sign Language?
Yes.
Wow.
It was a traumatic experience for me.
Who interpreted their accusations?
They have a little boy that he was born with 3 ears, and 2 of his ears, of course, can't hear. But the 3rd ear, that's what hurt it. That's what hurt the situation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, are you ready for your trial?
Huh?
Your trial, Bishop. Are you ready for that?
Am I ready for my trial?
Yes.
Well, according to my district attorney,
Now, are you sure that's full of insulin?
Oops, I'm doing this on the air again. Ooh,
Yeah, I'm going to need you to put that syringe away till the interview's over.
Okay.
Thank you, Bishop.
I'm sorry. Oh, girl.
It's just a standard rule, nothing against
I understand. But the question was again?
Are you ready for your trial, Bishop?
Yeah, I'm ready for my trial.
I'm sorry, Bishop. We're not allowed to take prescription drugs either. Again, standard rule, nothing against you. It's not because you're black.
Yeah, because you're black, too. Okay. I mean, well, hell. I'm ready for my trial. My lawyer is Johnny Cochran, little brother, Demetrius Cochran. He just passed the bar. He is an exceptional lawyer. My other lawyer is about 12, one of the smartest young men in the world. And I think I'm going to win this case. I think I am.
I'm rooting for you, Bishop.
Hey, I'm rooting for myself. Hallelujah. Ooh, hallelujah.
Now, Bishop, how can you be a leader, a pastor of a world-recognized church, and be on drugs? It's on my notes.
Be on drugs? What?
I'm sorry, that's what the notes say, Bishop. I have to ask the questions that are presented to me.
What drugs have you seen me use?
It says here heroin, crystal meth, and occasionally marijuana.
Okay, look. The heroin is just one time I used it. I used it one time in jail. I got upset after the Little League World Series, and that was my way to release pressure. You're really asking some tough questions. I use marijuana periodically in the church. It's a medicinal drug that is spelled with I-N-A-L. And the crystal meth, I haven't used crystal meth in well over 7 years, ever since I started this church. So I don't know who gave you this information, okay? I don't know who gave this information that I was on any kind of drugs.
Sure, like I said, it's not my opinion, but are you sure that's full of insulin?
Yes, it is. I'm a goddamn medic.
Sir, I'm just asking. It's on my note sheet. Now, are you ready to return to your church? Bishop?
Huh?
Are you ready to return to your church?
Oh, yes. I was having church with the guys every Sunday in jail, and we really... You got a second?
For what?
Stop! Huh?
Back to the church. Are you ready to return?
Can you wrap? You know how to wrap this thing around.
I'm not a doctor, Bishop.
Okay. Hey, ma'am, you don't have to get, okay? Do you have a cigarette?
No, I don't smoke. It's bad for your health.
Okay, fine. Oh, little Miss Weight Watchers. Sit there. Oh. Yes, I'm ready to join my church again. I'm ready to see the ladies of the congregation. Any lady that's over 75, come holler at me. But I'm more than willing to go back to my church.
Now, what do you think your church members are going to say about all of this?
Bishop is good as gold. I done bought all my church members. I have a church. I have 7 churches right now. I have a church in Aragon. I have a church in Eastham Hill. I have a church in Toronto, Canada. I have a church in Atlanta, Georgia. I also have a church in Houston, Texas. And I have a church in Mexico, right on the border. So all my members know how good I am to my congregation. Just before I was incarcerated, I did this little bid. It was a church member. It was a church member of mine that needed something, and I was able to provide for him. And that's the good part about it. I don't know if I can speak about it on camera, but it was a church member of mine that they needed 2 toes.
2 toes? Did you lend them these toes, Bishop?
I paid for prosthetic toes.
What a good man.
I know, hallelujah, bless him. Oh, hallelujah. Bless him. Bless him.
Do you have any words for your accusers, Bishop?
Yes, I do have words for them. You know, I am really apologetic about all the accusations that have been brought about against Bishop Eddie Atwater, but as of right now, I have decided, and speaking with my legal team, Battle LLC, the lawyer firm, I have decided to settle out of court with you guys if you would like to. Accuser number 1, I have a Nintendo Wii for you. I don't have the remote control to it yet, or the I don't have the joystick. I don't have that yet. But accuser number 1, I got a Nintendo Wii for you. Also, accuser number 1, straight from the Gwinnett Flea Market, I got a pair of Sean John jeans for you. $39.35. That's the sizes, okay? So this is stuff for accuser number 1. You know, I can't say your name because you're 9 years old. But this is accuser number 1. This is what I'm trying to give you.
That's a pretty good set.
Oh, yeah. I paid a good little money for that. Accuser number 2. I know me and you used to go to the fair. You know, we used to get on the roller coaster and stuff together. I got this for you at Six Flags. This is actually Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka. I got this for you right here. Accuser number 2. I also have another one. This is Elmo. This is yours. If you just settle out of court. Accuser number 2 is 47. He's 47 years old. So that's accuser number 2. Accuser number 3 is somebody that was real dear to me. That he grew up with me. He also lived in my home for a period of time. He was homeless. His house burned down after 9/11 of 2008. So accuser number 3, I have a big teddy bear for you. I won this at the fair for you about 5 years ago. You remember? That's when the skinny jeans first came out. And I won this at the fair for you. This is for you. Also, accuser number 3, excuse me, ma'am. Accuser number 3, I have a laptop from J&J's Pawn Shop. My 4th accuser is actually the twin to Justin Bieber. His name is Bubba Bieber.
Bubba Bieber?
We call him BB. BB, Bubba Bieber. Bubba, I want to settle with you out of court for this tricycle. I know you're 30, but you still can get on it, okay? I'm trying not to go to court because I've been in the judicial system for long. You see what your other friends are getting, okay? Ah, stop! Oh, watch, get off me! Don't touch me in the door!
You okay, Bishop?
Yeah, just had a nightmare. Stop!
But you're awake.
I have them in the daytime. I'm schizophrenic.
Oh.
Anyway, this is a tricycle for you, Bubba. All right? Now, also, Bubba, I know that you played football for the Georgia School for the Deaf last year. You could hear every sound out there. You was the only one that could hear. But I have these shoulder pads for you.
Bishop Atwater, breaking news.
What's going on, hurricane?
Bishop Eddie's Atwater last Sunday will be next Sunday.
What?
Your congregation they're putting you out.
What congregation?
This is amazing. Did you know about this?
Did I know about this? No, I ain't know about this. What you mean they putting me out? What you mean they putting me out?
It's on my notes.
No, it ain't on your notes. Who told you that? Who gave me his over there?
Please put the syringe up, sir.
No, who gave me?
Security!
Who told you that?
He has a syringe.
Who told you that? I ain't gonna stick you. Who told you that?
Is that your insulin?
Huh?
Isn't that your insulin?
Who told you I was gonna get put out my church?
It's on my notes.
Why is everything on your notes?
Because I'm a reporter, Bishop. This is Angela Brown with ATV reporting live.
Hey, little boy, come back over here.